Hello, UPIKE viewers. Welcome to the April 2025 edition of Bear TV News. I'm Logan Morrison.
And I'm Chloe Hall. We're excited to bring you the latest news, events, and highlights from right here at the University of Pikeville. We begin with some exciting news. UPIKE is officially launching a new major in music education. This program will prepare students to teach integrated preschool through 12th grade music across the state, a major step forward for our arts and education departments. This week, we've had the opportunity to speak with freshman Elijah Boyd, an incoming music education major with the University of Pikeville.
Yes, I'm pretty excited to be one of the, pioneers of the program, because we'll be one of the first classes to graduate with it, minus, I think, the seniors this year also get that privilege. I'm definitely super excited about it because it's going to bring a lot of opportunities for musicians in the area that don't get those opportunities normally, because usually if you want to go into music, you're going off across the state, you're going to Western Kentucky or Northern Kentucky. Nobody is down here, nothing down here in Eastern Kentucky gets that opportunity really. So the music ed program here will bring this area a lot of, ability to actually get that out there. Kind of like as I said before, with the whole not having a lot of opportunities for music in this area, obviously there's, if you play guitar or anything like that, you've got opportunities in like local bands. You can start a local band, go play at bars and whatnot. But when it comes to maybe what I do with like brass instrumentation, or what maybe a woodwind player does, or if you just want singing, that isn't something that is very easily doable in this area with credentials. You can, if you do it, you just do it, and then you go off to another school. But if you, with that new program here, with the music ed program, that's going to open up opportunities for this school to have a long-standing music career, and for students to get their music career in their hometowns. I definitely would think so, because going off to Moorhead or EKU, UK, someplace like that, you're going to be away from home. Like maybe some students who their financial situation depends on their parents, they might not have any financial stability away from home, and here that'll provide them the ability to have that close, family support and stability. I think that this university doesn't charge all that much tuition-wise, because what they're charging, a lot of the extra that they charge is for, like meal plans and the housing and all the benefits that you get from it. So I think having that music program here would be super beneficial to students.
This is Chloe Hall reporting for Bear TV News.
And speaking of music, UPIKE's spring concert season is off to a rocking start. The UPIKE Rock Band recently performed live in the Booth Auditorium, drawing a great crowd. Reporter Alex Klein-Peter was there and has more on the performance.
The UPIKE Rock Band was jamming a few Sundays ago, playing tunes like Don't Fear the Reaper. We got in touch with Professor Say Dimon to ask for his thoughts.
The rock band is a great group that we have on campus here, just your typical classical rock, but we also do a lot of country, pop, heavier rock styles that we all combine into one group. So the ensemble is led by the students mostly. They pick and they drive the decision of the pieces that they're going to pick. So a lot of the decisions come from them instead of me. I just kind of oversee everything and make sure that things stay on track, but they did a wonderful job preparing for that concert.
We also asked Professor Dimon what his favorite songs were from this concert.
Like I was saying, we kind of jump around genres quite a bit. We go from some classic rock to more modern rock, and to even some pop and country tunes that we rockify. But I think out of all of the pieces, probably the Bruno Mars piece was my favorite, Die With a Smile. Either that, or it might be a tie with one of the Beatles songs, Hard Day's Night. Maybe that was my equal favorite to that. After this concert, we have 2 more appearances in the surrounding area. We're performing at Hillbilly Days. You can catch us on the Mountaintop Media stage, to be determined on what time and which day. And then also at Belfry Middle School and High School, we're playing a joint concert with their rock band over there.
I'm Alex Klein-Peter, reporting for Bear TV News.
Looking ahead, the University of Pikeville is teaming up with the Kentucky Blood Center for a campus-wide blood drive on Thursday, April 17th. It will take place from 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. in the 6th floor lobby of the Health Professions Education Building. Giving blood is a simple way to make a life-saving difference in our community. To schedule your appointment, just scan the QR code on your screen.
The Bear Healthcare Clinic is expanding its services to the community. This free walk-in clinic is available on the second Saturday of each month from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and now includes specialized care for oral health concerns, still at no cost. You can schedule an appointment by submitting the online request form, scanning the QR code on the flyer, or by calling 606-262-3043.
In student life news, the UPIKE Student Leadership Council and the Center for Student Engagement recently hosted a free bowling night at Classic Lanes, and students had a blast. Reporter Tanner Stevens has more from the event.
On Thursday, March 27th, the UPIKE Student Leadership Council organized and held a free bowling night for students to enjoy. Here's Savannah Lau with the SLC.
So SLC organized the events, which is Student Leadership Council. This past semester, we took student government and CAB, which is campus activities, and merged them together to make our SLC. We have karaoke, bingo night. We're hoping to get people involved on campus, make new connections, and also like bowling night, we're hoping to get people off campus and relieve stress.
And here is Gage Sawyer.
So I attended free bowling night because I had nothing to do. I was already done with my homework and stuff, and I really wanted to get out, meet new people. Also, didn't help, I was lonely, so I wanted to meet out, hang out with my friends, meet new people, and just have a fun night. The overall atmosphere of the whole thing, it was pretty good, I would say. There's no one that there's nothing bad happened. It was all just fun. Got to meet new people and got to hang out with my friends, and yeah. It seemed like everyone was having a good time. I know I did, for sure. I did. I know my friends did. And it seemed like everyone else was. It was just a really fun night in general. I would say I would attend other events like this. I know they do the bowling night thing once a month, and I know there's plenty other events that they do as well that I haven't attended. This is the first time I attended the events, and I definitely would attend it more.
This is Tanner Stevens for Bear TV News, signing off.
UPIKE baseball is on fire this season. The team continues their winning streak, including a recent victory over Lindsey Wilson College. Reporter Tanner Morrison has the details on how the team is hitting it out of the park.
University Pikeville secured a 5-4 victory over Lindsey Wilson College on Tuesday afternoon, fueled by an 11-hit performance and a strong outing from freshman pitcher Jonah Atkins. The win extended UPIKE's streak to 3 games and improved their season record to 16-18.
I think they showed a lot of resilience. We came out and lost that first game, which was kind of a heartbreaking loss, and we had a conversation at the end of the game, and we came back out and did what we needed to do. So super proud of the effort and kind of the camaraderie of the team to kind of rally around that. I think as far as we've got hurt, we've been really, really hurt this year on the mound, which is going to hurt us in the midweek games and on the weekend. Just having to move guys around. I think a lot of people have stepped up. I think Isaac Berry's one of those guys that stepped up for us on the mound when we needed him to. Richter Castillo's a guy that he'll continue to keep throwing for us and throwing and throwing and throwing. So he's done a really, really good job for us. Marcus Richards had a really big weekend this past weekend for him, and I was super proud of him to kind of come out and have those 2 big home runs that he had. Austin Gurney's starting to swing it better. Just a lot of guys are starting to get to where they need to go. It took them a little bit, but we're getting on the right track. One of the most eye-opening weekends for me as far as our at-bats, the ability for our guys to listen and want to change. And then obviously I've never lost it or been a part of a game like the first game where we're down by, I think, 5. We score 8 runs in the 9th to go to extra innings. We're up by 3, and we lose that game. So the momentum of the highs, the lows, and how the guys handled that going into the second day was incredible. Winning a top 10 matchup against William Carey early in the year, which hadn't been done in school history, that was something that was really cool. but then we go get hurt, and I don't want to use that as an excuse, but that's definitely hurt us in the capacity to continue to do what we were doing early on in the year. And now we're finding ways to go win baseball games, and that's been the hard work of, the mental battle of it, the ups and downs and the disappointment, and trying to get, I call it the monkey off her back, right? So
This is Tanner Morrison at Bear TV News, signing off.
And finally, we celebrate a UPIKE alum who's making a big impact. Justin Lindsay, a Georgia native and communications graduate, has been on an inspiring journey of service and personal growth. Here's more on the story.
My name is Justin Lindsay. I graduated with a communications degree in 2008 from Pikeville College, now it's University of Pikeville. Had a great experience there, got a chance to meet some great friends, some lifelong friends, and also got a chance to experience a different culture than South Georgia that really opened my eyes to a different place and in a different way of thinking. I earned my master's in social work because, I went through some things that changed the trajectory of my life. My daughter passed away, and my son was diagnosed with autism. And so while I worked for a great company, I love what I did, and I was able to make money based on my performance, I wanted to be able to do more. So right now I am the director at Behavioral Health Group. It's a clinic for people who struggle with addiction. And I also use some of my time, and I work as a on-call assessment clinician for the University of Louisville Peace Hospital. I love that I get a chance to fill the gaps. Being a director, I love to be as much as I can for them so they can be as much as they can for the patients. My daughter was born with a heart condition. Her name was Adia. When she was born, we knew that she had a heart condition. We took her to the hospital and she had an operation. Operation went well. She spent 6 months in the hospital. Was there with her, watched her fight, watched her grow, she always smiled and have fun. When she passed, when I got the call, I was driving from my office to the hospital. A year after she passed for her birthday, I started to run from my office to the hospital to remember her on her birthday. It's a 14-mile run. I started doing that, and then my mother decided to put a walk together every year on her birthday in my hometown of Camilla, Georgia, where we raise money for the Ronald McDonald House, and we give that money to the Ronald McDonald House here in Louisville, Kentucky, to help families have a place to stay when they're in the hospital with their kids.
That's a wrap on this month's edition of Bear TV News. We'll be back in May with even more updates from across campus. I'm Chloe Hall.
And I'm Logan Morrison. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Bears.